right, man. All right, y'all. What up? What up? What is up? I'm back. I am back. We got Bunny in the chat. Avery's in the house as well. Look at that. Welcome back, y'all. Yeah, Bunny's falling asleep. But no, I appreciate you, Bunny. Thank you for your love and support. You know, as you go to sleep, I know you probably won't be typing much, but I just want to say have a great night and thank you. Okay? Get some good sleep and have some good dreams. Okay, Bunny? And I'll see you tomorrow. You know, I guess. She gonna wake up, her phone gonna still be on, or unless it's not plugged up, who knows. But anyway, let's see. Avery, low key, me and you need to have a serious chat. Okay, here it goes. I'm gonna make a fan art of this one dude before I make him crash out again. What you talking about? Make a fan art of somebody? You better, I mean, well, hopefully it's your boyfriend. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and start the show. You know, hit the like on the video. Of course, if you haven't already. All right, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Here we go. Once again on 28/10. Technically, it's the 29th, but we're going to call it the 28th because it's still within the same day, basically, right? Still within the same day. So anyway, yep, 28/10, y'all, 2025. We are live. We are live with Black Myth Wukong. Let's get back into the game, y'all. Come on. Avery said you make fan art for streamers. Well, that's nice. I think that's a really nice thing to do, you know? And then the better you get at it, then eventually one day you can start, you know, making people pay. You're like, yo, I'll make you some art, but it's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do good and people see what you do, they're going to want one too. You see what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Last time we left off, we beat that spider, which I'm going to use a different word instead of calling her what I think she is. But yeah, we beat that spider lady, knocked her out. Then looks like one of her daughters helped us out. You know, so yeah, we're gonna proceed forward and deal with what we got to in this in this level. Now this part of the chapter here, chapter 4, this is where it actually gets crazy. Because remember when I was talking about this last time, that one of the hardest bosses in the game, right? I was talking about them. They're actually around here somewhere, like further up that way. It's going to be a lot, man. Like, it's not going to be just me brute forcing through the fight. All right? I could equip all the best gear I got and I still will have a challenge because of the way the fight is set up. You know, it's very strategic, so you guys will see, man. The hardest boss fight in the game is coming up. Straight up. When I say that, I'm being serious. This is literally the hardest boss fight in the game. Okay? I'll let y'all know. I remember where he was, man. I got strong memory of that fight. Shit, if anything, I'm having flashbacks right now. And not good flashbacks either. Yo, what's up, son off? What up, bro? Damn, where'd this dude come from? Man, you see how many times have I beat it? Oh, only one time. This is my second time playing through it. Yep, that's my only second playthrough. Right here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what we just get? Hold up. The B Mountain Stone. How did I never get this? That's crazy, because usually, from what I've seen, like if you pick up items that you've had before, they just give you, give you points. So that's something brand new, man. I've never seen that before. How did I miss this? It's right here. That's crazy. Like, I tend to play a game in a way where I just look around everywhere pretty much. So the fact that I missed that one thing, I mean, I feel like I didn't. Maybe they just like replaced it with a different item. I'm not sure though. Maybe it wasn't there before. Don't know. But yeah, how you doing today, Sound Off? How you doing, dog? Good to see you. Every time I'm editing for like YouTube after this, I started making lyric videos. Okay, that's what's up. You said yesterday I was a week behind in schoolwork, and guess who's all caught up? Yo, okay, look at you, Avery. I will say one thing about you, man. You get stuff done, so props to you. Major props to you. That's a really good habit to have. Oh, of course, this is the enemy. Yep, okay, well, get both of them up out here then. Let's keep it rolling. Looking stupid, look at him. Oh, well, thank you, Avery. That's what's up. It's like a mutual benefit thing. You guys watch the show for the music, and then you guys have some background music, like a soundtrack to your life, you know what I mean? That's kind of why I do those streams, I do these for the hangouts. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do these for the hangout sessions. Just kind of kick it with y'all, you know what I mean? Talk about life, whatever, catch up, that kind of stuff. But yeah, the music stream is definitely the vibe. When we go live over there, man, it's a totally different thing. So yeah, no, I appreciate you. Appreciate you saying that. You said, okay, seriously, give me my role. Oh, yes. My bad. Yeah, I don't be in Discord that much, so. And during the daytime, man, I'll be busy, so it's like, it just slipped my mind, but I got you. As soon as I go on break here, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? I got you. I feel like I'm going the wrong way, up this way. You said low-key was half asleep during like an important test and got meets expectations? What'd that mean? Got meets expectations? Oh, and by the way, when you make lyric videos, what do you use to make them? Like, do you use a program, or you just type in the lyrics by hand? Oh, I see. So that's like a parameter, basically. It's saying like, it's almost like a score. Like you meet expectations or exceed expectations, right? I got you. That's good though. That's really good. It's better than getting like below average shit, right? Do they have that as a thing? As like a outcome or result, whatever. Like people be like, yo, you scored below average. Like, is that within the same category? Because meet expectations, right? I can understand that, but like, what is below that? You know what I mean? Because it's not going off of A, B's, and C's, right? It's going off something else. They're switching up so much stuff when it comes to schools now. That's something I noticed. Yeah, I wonder what it's gonna be like when my son's in school. Hopefully the shit is better than what it is now, man. Especially with these teachers, these goofy ass teachers out here. Yeah, with my son and his little sibling, whoever that might be, whether it's a boy or girl. Honestly, not to get off into it too much, but for some reason, you know how like sometimes people tap in spiritually and they just kind of pick up on things and they just perceive stuff. Tell me why, and this is very strange to me, because it's happened multiple times. I'm starting to get like, I'm starting to think that maybe this is the case, but like I've had people, and I'll just keep it simple. I've had people tell me that they think I'm having twins. I think that Maris is pregnant with twins, and I heard that, I was like, oh snap, that's gonna be a lot. Like I don't mind having more kids, but like for her, you know what I mean? I can only imagine what that's like to carry two babies at once. But anyway, I know she'll be all right. You know what I mean? I got her back. Let's see. Avery uses CapCut. You said my mom finna be so mad. Why? You said yes. They have approaching expectations, then below expectations. Okay, so like below average and whatnot, average and below average. But damn, not approaching expectations. Approaching. Damn, approaching expectations. So you're like, well, you're close, but not all the way. That's got to be a bad score to get, right? Like, I think that's worse than like below expectations. Like getting approaching, it's like, damn, you almost was smart enough, but not really. Because at least if you're below average, it's kind of like, well, all right, that might just be who you are or how you are, you know? Or you didn't really try hard enough, or you just don't know enough, right? But if you're approaching, it's like, damn, that means you actually put in effort and it just wasn't good enough. That's how I look at it, at least.
Who goes there?
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, bro, you gonna try to jump scare me like that? Get your ass up out of here. Alright, we got another shrine right here. Cool. Let's see. You said they thought your mom was having twins. Why did they think that? Why was they thinking that? You said because your mom is like you best get all A's. Oh, so meeting expectations would be what, a B? Is that what that is? Let's check out this new one we got. B Mountain Stone says when using the gourd grants a considerable chance to take a sip without consuming gourd. Oh wow, considerable chance. That's pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna use it though, because look at this. This does damage reduction, and this is defense, and we got both of them on. And what's that third one? Yeah. So yeah, I mean I can swap this out. Really, moderately extends the duration. I can swap this out. How about actually instead of even getting this, let's pick a different one. Give me a second, y'all. Let's figure this out right quick. Yo, this one's garbage. Look what it says. It says after using the gourd, moderately reduces cooldown for all spells, which is good. Then it says, but impairs movement for a short duration. No, sir. I ain't trying to be like stuck in any position. Hell no, especially in this game. Especially in this game. You said that Baby Sister 8, the other one. Wait, what? Hold on, they thought my mom was having twins because she was. And the baby ate the other one. What? That's crazy. That really happened? Wait, what? You saying meeting expectations is a D? Are you serious? That's kind of crazy. So, like, I would imagine at the very least it'd be a C, not a D. Meeting expectations is a D, so that means approaching expectations is a failing grade. Then what the hell's below average? That's like nothing. Like you're not even on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you're off. You're so stupid that you're off the charts. In the wrong direction too. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. You know what? I think I'm gonna use this one. Although this is pretty good. Increase critical hit chance for a short duration. Moderately. Now let's go with this. I like this one. I like that one better. Yep. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're good. You say, so your feeling was right, Mary's pregnant, you're better? Yep, I'm the best. What you mean? But yeah, no, I've been told y'all that. Maybe you weren't here when I mentioned it. But yeah, I've been told y'all that. Wait, how did you get a feeling about it though? You saying you just had a feeling? What are you saying? You psychic now, Avery? You psychic, you tapped in? Or what gave you that idea, basically? Look at these damn things, man. These are some weird ass looking enemies right here. Damn, bro, hold up. Good lord, look at this. Okay, so what'd you say? You said, damn, bro, I can't. Hey, man, give me a second. Shit, I'm trying to read my chat, man. Look at this dude. What kind of face? He don't even have a face. Look at this thing. What is this? Well, it's dead now, whatever it is. That's a strange thing, man. Anyway, you said I get dreams and stuff. No, I have mentioned it, yeah. I mentioned it like, shit, like a month ago. Um, about stuff, and they are usually wrong, but I was right this time. Okay, so you had a dream about it? Is that what you're saying? You for real had a dream like that? I knew this was the enemy. I knew it was. I just had a feeling about this, you know what I mean? Just like you had a feeling about your dream, I had a feeling that was the enemy. I could see it right in the ground. I'm like, yeah, he finna pop up out that ground on me. But you know, these things are so weak, man, it's like it's nothing. You know, we ain't got no challenge yet. Ain't nothing challenging around here. Except for that one enemy I was talking about, boy, that one boss fight, man, this shit was no joke. I actually almost want to go and just get it over with, but, you know, it's such a big, oh shit, what the fuck? Okay, we're good. That's how I fell off the cliff. But no, it's such a big boss fight that I kind of want to wait. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do it and get it done. Something over here was just shaking. Am I tripping? Anyway, yeah, such a big boss fight, I kind of want to wait. I'm going to wait to do it. Because this level, man, it's got hella stuff going on with it. Like, when I say hella stuff, it's got hella stuff going on with it. Let's see. You said, so I asked Naira, and that led a whole argument. Her reporting my TikTok, me making a video on TikTok about it, friends only. But yeah. Yeah, you guys don't gotta be beefing over nothing, man. You know, she probably just, you know, felt like it was too personal to get into and talk about. And at the same time, I get it because, you know, even though it's her sister, it's not her. You know what I mean? Only people that really have, I guess, you could say a direct right to talk about it is me and her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not like, it doesn't bother me, to be honest with you. You know, because if it did, I wouldn't even tell none of y'all. You know? But no, I'm grateful. I think it's a blessing, to be honest. But I see where she was coming from. You know what I mean? You just gotta be understanding, that's all. But I think it's all good. I think it's all good. You know, she just sensitive. Trying to be protective and whatnot. Oh man, look at this crazy shit, bro. I can't believe that happened. Look at this, boy. Okay, watch what I do now. All right, since they want to go ahead and do it, watch this. We're going to switch it up on their ass. Straight up. We about to switch it all the way up. Yup. You say you do too, what? Here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. Take this shit off. We're finna put, I kind of like this mask, to be honest with you. But it's only 6 defense. It's weaker than this. Yo, that's crazy. I just noticed that. We've been going through the whole game with this headset, with this headdress, helmet, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's get something pretty strong here. Pilgrim headband. This ain't a headband. What the fuck? Look at that. It's not a headband. We can go with the Golden Fang Tail Crown, or, I mean, really, this is the best one between these two. But this one got maximum mana. Wow. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with I like how this looks. This looks kind of stupid, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna go with that. Wait, hold on, let's go back. Switch up everything, man. Switch up everything. Everything. Now, as far as the armor, I'm gonna give y'all like, how many options? Let me see. What should we actually use? Okay. I'm not too particular about like what defense we have for the outfit here, just because a lot of them do look kind of cool. Yeah. So I'll give you guys these top 6 options, okay? Because we don't want to go too far low. Actually, although these are higher defense than this. What the fuck? Okay. Well, in that case, let's do 9 then. We got 9 options, all right? Do it by number in the chat. Y'all know what's up with that, man. Put a 1 in the chat for this, 2 for that. Okay, you see it on the screen. You know what I mean? Put a 3 in the chat for this. Okay, I'll give it 360. This is a 2. All right. This is the 1. All right. This is 4. Very similar to 1. Just different. Looks very celestial, Then this will be 5. All right. This is 5. This is 6. We'll call this one 7. This one is 8. And finally, we got 9. What will it be, y'all? Out of those. You said I get not wanting to talk about it? Oh, yeah, I got you. You say, anyways, I had the weirdest interaction. I had a stranger ask me why my big brother was so dark, and I kind of just stared. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, Avery, people are going to say some strange stuff. Trust me. You're still young, right? You're not like a little bitty young person, but like, you're young enough to not experience a lot of crazy stuff in life. And even me, you know what I mean? Even at my age, I'm going to encounter a lot of goofy, random-ass people in my lifetime. And I already have. So I'm going to tell you right now, in case you haven't noticed already, which I'm pretty sure you have. Pretty sure you do notice the kind of stuff. But you will come across people in life that will say things that shock you. And you'll be like, damn, did you really just say that? Like, you don't have no type of etiquette, no type of like, what's the word? You're not discreet. They're not even like, trying to be careful or take things in consideration. Sometimes people just say goofy, random, dumb shit. Like, I'll never forget, one day, me and Maris, we were in a grocery store, right? And this was around the pandemic, and we weren't wearing no damn masks. Like, we didn't go around wearing a mask. I told her, I'm like, yo, we're not wearing this mask. She went along with it, and because I wasn't with it. And then she eventually was like, yeah, this is stupid. So we was in a grocery store one day. We was up in there buying groceries, and everyone's got a mask on except for me and her, right? And this lady in the self-checkout, we went to self-checkout, and this lady was right next to us in the next machine over. And she turned and looked at us. She's like, where is you all's mask? And we're like, oh, we don't wear it. Like, we don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we have medical conditions to where we can't wear masks. Which is legally, you can say that and don't gotta explain nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? And technically, I have asthma, so I just said that. But I didn't tell her that I have asthma. I was like, oh, medical condition, I don't need to wear one. And this lady was like, oh, well, yeah, you do. You can't be in here without it. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't have to wear it. Like, you know what I mean? And she was like, well, I don't want you're making me uncomfortable or some shit, she said. And I was like, well, I mean, hey, I don't know what to tell you. I think I said something like, well, if it's that big a deal to you, then shouldn't you be at home? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're afraid that much, then why don't you just go home? Like, why are you out and about? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, that mask ain't protecting you from shit, especially an airborne virus. Like, give me a break. But anyway, Maris, she said something smart to the lady. I forgot. I think she told the lady she was like, and you need to mind your own business. I was like, oh wait, hold on now. I was like, let's not take it there. All right, like you know what I mean. Let me handle this. But she snapped on the lady. She didn't like cuss her out or nothing, get crazy or nothing. But she let her know. She was like, lady, you should mind your business. And I know she wanted to say, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I know she wanted to be like, you should mind your own damn business, bitch. But no, she didn't say it like that. I think she was respectful. But the thing was, the lady, when you got people like that, just to give an example to what you was talking about, Avery, when you encounter people like that, sometimes it's not always that extreme or like to that level. But I keep in mind at least, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing, as long as or on top of everybody else in the chat. But look, when you come across people that are so comfortable saying things that are not appropriate, I should say, or not sensible, right? Then you can imagine their way of thinking is not sensible in general. They have flawed thinking. So it's best to try to interact with people like that as little as possible. There's no reason to explain nothing to them or defend yourself against them and their goofiness. Just say whatever you need to say to avoid, things like getting out of hand. Now you can let them know what's up. Like you ain't gotta, sit there and just hold your tongue if you got something to say, but try to go a certain way about it. You know what I mean? Like when I told a lady, it was like, well, I mean, I don't see what a point in you being outside the house if you're that afraid. You know what I mean? But when Mary said that, it was a little bit confrontational when she was like, you should mind your own business. And I had to step in and be like, well, she just talking anyway, you know what I'm saying? She just paranoid or worried. I was like, don't pay her no attention. You know what I mean? This lady, she ain't got nothing better to do besides try to police somebody else about what they're doing with their own body and their health. Like, lady, find something to do, right? Like, seriously. So I agree with her. The lady should have minded her own business, but hey, man, some people just be saying shit. For real. You said they asked if he was one of them illegals. Oh, see, that's ignorant. That's real ignorant. Because how you gonna typecast somebody? Yeah, of course we have illegal immigrants in this country. 100% we do, right? And I don't agree with that shit. But for someone to assume that about somebody, you know what I mean? It'd be one thing if they didn't speak English at all. Then it's almost kind of like a dead giveaway. But your brother being who he is and being with you, right? They don't know nothing. They don't know if that's your brother or who he is to you. But at the same time, they also don't know the other shit they was talking about. So it's best to just not even say nothing. Because unless this person was actually going to do something about it, and they didn't get involved and try to, actually take action about it, then there's no point in even bringing it up. Like why ask some dumbass question like that? Like, why is he so dark? Is that your brother? Is he an illegal? It's like, that's just a dumb, silly ass thing to say. Like, bitch, what you gonna do about it? What if he was? You see my point? So it's crazy. Like, let the people that have the job to handle that, let them take care of that. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen many, many people who I could assume that about too, especially in my city. Around, let's say, 2-3 years ago, I was seeing people like that pop up all over the place that were here illegally, and I could just tell. But you know what? I didn't try to assume nothing. I had a feeling that they might be, but I wasn't finna go up to them and be like, yo, where are you from? Why are you here? What are you doing here? Do you speak English? Are you from this country? Are you here legally? I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, well, that's their business. If they know they're breaking the law, well, then that's on them. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit to do with that. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, living my life. As long as they don't interfere with me, I don't give a damn. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But no, people are just ignorant, Avery. That's all. People just be saying and doing dumb shit. Let's see. You said like what? What you mean? Said my mom hated the mask too, and my dad didn't mind. He just didn't want the drama. Yeah, no, fuck that. Like, I was not fucking with that mask. I told everybody I came across when they tried to say some bullshit to me about wearing that damn mask, I was never rude about it. Like, trust me, there's a lot I could say, and you guys see me on stream how I am a lot of times. you could imagine the kind of shit that I could say to somebody, right? But I never wanted it to go that way or have that kind of situation pop up. So I would always try to keep the peace, but I would let them know very sternly, like, I'm not finna wear this damn mask. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That shit ain't going on my face. And if they had too much pushback and they was like, well, you gotta get out of here, you can't be here, you can't shop here, whatever. I was like, fine, I'll go somewhere else. I'm not finna spend my money here where I don't want to be wanted, where I'm not wanted. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Like, you guys obviously don't want business, And sometimes I would I would try to encourage other people, like, hey, you don't like the mask, do you? Because I'll see people wearing it below their nose and shit like that, and you could tell they don't really want to wear it. Because if they did, they would have the shit all the way up to their eyeballs. You know, there was a lot of people that did not want to wear the mask, but they did it anyway. And like in gyms and stuff like that, which is crazy. Like, why are we in a gym wearing a mask? That's so stupid. But I see you got 3 in the chat. Appreciate that. That's a cool looking outfit, isn't it? Yeah. I saw that you earlier had picked this one. But this one is pretty badass. Pretty badass. Pretty badass. Let's see. I'm not wearing it. Yeah, but my big brother just grabbed my arm and walked away. See, that was wise of him to do that. That was a very responsible, wise thing for him to do. Because I'm sure he knows you and knows that you would have said some shit. So he just said, you know what? Avery, don't even trip off this person. Just let's go. Because they can't do nothing about it anyway, right? There's no point in even interacting with somebody like that. Yeah, just keep it on, keep it moving. What's up, Chris? What up, homie? How you doing tonight, man? Avery said I was low-key really mad. I know, I get it. But just shit like that sometimes is not even worth your energy. For real. Chris said Schnooks had that bad. They did, man. And speaking of which, that's exactly where I was when this happened. I told y'all before the story of when I was in Schnooks by myself. And, she was outside in the car waiting on me. But I just told her, here, just wait in the car, because I don't want nobody saying no shit to you, right? So I just went into the store, and I didn't have no mask on. And I was in there for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes almost. And I had like one of those little carry baskets. Like, I didn't have a cart. I had like a basket you carry, right? And I was walking around just grabbing stuff, grabbed like a little case of seltzer water, I think some peanut butter. What else did I get? Like some packets of like, them packs of like organic ground beef, the grass-fed kind, the pound of those. I was doing that shit even back then, but I was just getting a few little things, little simple stuff. I think I got like a bag of, what did I get? Like a bag of onions, some potatoes maybe, some shit, like some fruit. It was really simple stuff, like nothing major. Obviously, it was, couldn't be too much because I'm carrying it in a basket rather than a cart. And I didn't intend to even be in there that long. But I'm a very selective person when it comes to shopping. Like, I pay attention to deals and shit like that. And also I pay attention to quality stuff that I'm buying when it comes to food. So, and I've been this way for years, man, like for a hot minute. But like, I'm getting my stuff and I'm in the aisle looking at the peanut butter. I'll never forget this. I was in the aisle looking at the peanut butter. And the whole time I'm walking around the store, man, people were just staring at me, giving me that look, what I'm saying, just staring and mugging and shit. And I could tell that they didn't like that I'm walking around there without a mask. For one, because, some people are actually afraid and they think that I'm putting their life in danger and shit by like not wearing a mask. And then for two, you got some people who are jealous. It sounds weird, but this is actually the case. Or you got people who did not want to wear the mask and they're looking at me like, why does he get to walk around without one on? It's like, because I have autonomy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sovereign citizen, basically. Like, I'm an individual. Like, I don't have to do this. I'm not forced to do this bullshit. Like, nobody is making me do this. Now, if they told me to leave, then I have no choice but to leave. But I'm not gonna stay. I'm not gonna wear a mask just to stay in the store. Like, fuck that. They can kick rocks straight up. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's all types of reasons why people's, being kind of funny about it. But I didn't care. I'm just walking around. I'm like, well, this is what I expected. I wasn't looking for a confrontation, but I already knew that it was going to happen, where people are going to either say something to me or they're going to be looking at me and feeling some type of way. And I was like, well, that's on them, man. I could care less, to be honest, because I know what it is, and I know, that it doesn't make any sense to wear the damn mask. You see my point? I knew it was no sense in wearing it. So, I mean, like, if it made sense and I knew it would protect me from what was going on around that time, then of course I would have wore it. But, like, knowing what I knew about the mask itself, the problems that, it carried, the fact that it didn't prevent me from, from getting sick if it was around, it's just like, this is a dumb thing to do. Like, why would the fuck would I wear this mask? It's just really dumb. So and I would try to tell people, like, hey, you don't have to wear it. Like, I remember I told you I would trick people. I would say, I be like, okay, that's cool. They say, like, hey, you should have a mask. I'm like, that's cool. It's nice. I said, but let me ask you something real quick. Um, can you smell my cologne? Right? Because I always wear cologne when I go out and about. Um, and I would say, yeah, can you smell my cologne? And they'd be like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. It's nice. What kind of cologne is that? And I'll tell them what it is. I said, well, the fact that you can smell my cologne lets you know, and I know, that you're not protected from this virus. Whatever's in the air, with it being airborne, just like the flu and shit, if you can smell my cologne, then you're breathing in whatever the fuck it is, if it's around. So just keep that in mind. If you can smell my cologne, then the particles that would be in this virus would get through that dumbass mask you got on your face. Now, I didn't say it like that because I'm keeping the peace, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the peace. But I let them know, I'm like, well, the mask ain't helping you. If you can smell my cologne, then, you know what I mean? You're not protected. Straight up. Straight up. But yeah, no, that one time in Schnucks, man, when I was by myself, dude came up to me. He tapped me on my shoulder, of all things. Because I heard him, he kept saying, sir, sir. And I'm just ignoring it because, like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to assume that he's talking to me, even though I had that feeling. I was like, I know he's trying to get my attention. But I was trying to ignore it because I'm like, well, shit, I'm not doing nothing wrong. So why the fuck, why I gotta, beckon to somebody else just because they got a problem with me not doing something that they feel like they gotta do, right? There's no point to it. So anyway, he finally came up to me and tapped me on my shoulder, and I turned around and looked at him like, what are you touching me for? And he was like, you need to have a man. I think, what did he say first? I think he was like, where's your mask? I was like, I don't have one. He's like, oh, well, you need to go get one because you can't be here without it. I said, yes, I can. And he looked at me shocked. He was shocked that I even said that. And when he was talking to me about this dumbass shit, there was like all people standing around and they stopped what they was doing to like watch me and see like how the interaction would go. I was like, all right, y'all finna learn something today. Like, if nobody's brave enough to sit up in here and just like do something that they really want to do, even though it's not hurting nobody, then I'm going to be the one to make an example of this, right? And I didn't feel like it was my duty to do that, but it just is a byproduct of how I went about it, my nature, I guess, in general. I'm like, I'm not wearing that mask, bro. I don't have to. Because he was like, you got to have one to be in here, you got to have one. I was like, no, I don't. I'm good. You know what I mean? And he was like, oh, well, why can't you wear a mask? What? I was like, because I got a medical condition. And he was like, oh, yeah, what medical condition you got? And I just told him, I was like, I'm not ashamed about it. I didn't, whatever, fuck. I was like, I got asthma. And he was like, oh, well, I got asthma too. And I got one on. And I said, well, that's you, bro. The fuck? Like, that's on you. Like, I wanted to say some shit, you know what I mean? But I'm like, that's you, man. If you want to wear the mask, that's on you. If you want to sit and smother behind that dumbass mask, that's on you. It ain't finna be me. You understand what I'm saying? So what he ended up doing was, because he felt like he didn't have power over me, which he doesn't, because I'm grown like he is. He fucking he yelled real loud to all the cashiers in front of the store, because I was like near the self checkout. I wasn't like at it, but I was near it. And he made a big ass scene and got real loud and yelled across the whole lane of all the cashiers in the checkout lanes. It was like, hey, this guy right here don't want to wear a mask. If he try to get anything, shut him down. And I was like, wow, really? I was like, what kind of tyranny bullshit is this? Like, this is weird. Like, what am I, in zombie land? Like, what's wrong with y'all? What happened to y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you telling me now I can't buy food? I'm already in the store. I've been in the store, right? I told him, I was like, I've been in this bitch for like 30 minutes, bro. I've been walking around with no problem. And now all of a sudden you want to create an issue? Get your dumb ass on my face. You know what I'm saying? No, but of course I didn't say all that because I'm not, there's no reason for me to be rude or disrespectful or to cause conflict. But in my mind, I'm thinking about a lot of shit I want to say to this goofy asshole. I'm like, bro, get your dumb ass on my face. But I just told him, I was like, well, what'd I say? Yeah, he was like, you gotta get out of the store. I said, no. I said, what I'm finna do is continue shopping, right? I was like, I'm finna go right back to finish shopping. Because I told him, I was like, I don't gotta wear this mask. And I turned back around and started, going back looking at the peanut butter. And that's when he got mad and told him to shut me down and shit. And I was like, bro, this is so strange. And the way everybody kept like looking at me and hovering around me, almost like, like you need to leave and shit like that. I was like, okay, let me get the fuck out of here. So I grabbed my stuff, went to self checkout. Tell me why when I went up to the machine, started pressing the buttons and getting ready to scan my items, the screen changed and said this lane is closed. And I sat my shit down and I was like, is this bitch for real? I walked up to the little, what do they call it? The little cashier center, the stand where the one cashier stands, right? The little command center, basically. I walked up to this lady. I said, excuse me. I said, what happened to my machine? This lady literally looked at me and shrugged her shoulders as if she didn't know what the fuck just happened. She literally shrugged her shoulders and was like, well, I don't know. I'm like, are you for real? Lady, you shut down the machine on me on purpose. Like for real. Like, what are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You know what I mean? But what I did was, I'm very clever, right? I just said, yeah, so what happened to my machine? Like, it was like, why did it do that? And she shrugged her shoulders, looked at me. I said, well, it was just working like a second ago, right before I walked up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just working and somebody just used it before me. So what happened to the machine? And she was like, they told me that you can't get none. And then I leveled with her. I said, listen, ma'am. I said, I have a reason to not wear the mask. And I explained it just very briefly. And I said, I'm just trying to get some food, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to cause an issue. I'm not trying to fight with nobody. I'm just trying to buy my food and go home. And that's it. And then she looked at me and she's like, okay, it's working now. And I said, thank you. Thank you very much. And I walked her back over to the machine, scanned my shit, put them in the bags. And before I walked out, I looked at her and I put my little basket back in the little thing too. And I just didn't just leave it there because I ain't that kind of person. I don't litter or none of that shit. So I looked at the lady after I put my basket back and I said, thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. And I walked out. And that was it. And funny enough, too, as I was on my way out the door, there was like a group of cops walking in. I said, ain't this nothing? These dumbass people called the cops on me for a fucking mask. I'm like, this is out of control, bro. And they couldn't lock you up. I'm just going to put that out there. They couldn't lock you up for not wearing a mask during that time. Now, they could tell you got to leave, right? And if they had to really do something, they could trespass you. But they couldn't legally lock you up for not wearing a mask. So I was like, I don't give a fuck what nobody says or how they feel about it. I'm not wearing this dumbass mask. Call the cops or whatever you feel like you got to do, but that ain't going to change shit. Straight up. So I just thought that was funny. As I'm walking out the store, out the grocery store, a group of cops are coming in, and I heard, like, little walkie-talkies. I could hear over here on the little walkie-talkies, like, they're talking about me. Straight up. I heard them, like, describing me, saying blah, blah, whatever the fuck they said. But I knew that they were looking for me. And I just walked straight past them. And I just was like, this is hilarious. I went back to the car, was putting my groceries in the car. Maris was helping me put them in there. And I told her about the whole thing. I'm like, you won't believe what the fuck I had to deal with in this store. But look, it don't faze me. Like, I'm not going to say I'm some brave, super tough dude. But, like, to me, it's all about principle. I saw a big issue with it, and I was never going to wear that shit. And I just said, fuck it. Now, there were, like, small, very rare occasions where I would wear it. But I'm going to tell you this. I think I can count on my hands, on one hand alone, actually, how many times I wore the fucking mask. I'm not saying that I'm special for not doing it, but I really had a big problem with that shit. Like, no joke. Because not to mention, it didn't have a purpose to wear it in the first place. Another reason why I didn't want to wear it is because it was like, I'm a little bit rebellious by nature. But also when people try to tell me something and they try to force me to do something that I know I shouldn't do, or something that is not good for me to do, or something that has no purpose to do, oh yeah, I'm really going to fight back against that shit. Hell no, you ain't. I mean, I'm not going to be controlled by nobody. So, yeah, when it comes to that mass bullshit back in the day, I always was like, no way, man. You got me fucked up. I'm not wearing that bullshit. So anyway, what's up there, on? What up, homie? Yeah, good talk, y'all. Good talk, man. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Chris said when you walked in, they had security trying to force you to put on a mask, or they would try to make you leave. Exactly. And like I said, there were some places that made me leave, and I just was like, okay, fine. I'm getting out of here. Like I'm not finna capitulate to this dumb bullshit. Like you think you're leveraging power against me. That's the worst thing you could do with a person like me, because as soon as somebody tries to, like, try to leverage that power against me, saying, well, if you don't wear this mask, you can't be in here. All right, I'll gladly get the fuck out. Straight up. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to talk with you and have a conversation about it and get you to see why you're being ignorant, why you're being wrong. But if you really don't want me here because this mask, I will gladly leave. I'm not going to put this mask on just so I can stay in this business or in this building or whatever the fuck. It ain't that serious to me, because there's many, many other places I could go, and there's other places that will take my money, right? When I went to go buy my car, they were doing the mask bullshit around that time, because that was 2020, right? I walked into a dealership, and they was like, do you have a mask? I was like, no. And they said, do you need one? I said, no. And they said, oh, okay. And I said, right. Because if you're trying to sell a car, at least in a place like that, if you're trying to sell a car, you think you're finna turn away business? Hell no, you ain't. Them people looking for commissions. They trying to sell cars. But in a place like Schnucks, and no offense to anybody that has a job like this, but in a place like Schnucks where you're, either working minimum wage or you just have a job in there in general, you don't have no real tie to, like, the customers that come in. It's just another person walking around, right? You're there making your hourly wage no matter what happens. If the store was empty the whole day, you would still get paid, right? So they're not like looking to try to accommodate me, even though they should, at the very least, not interfere with what I'm doing. As long as I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm walking around getting groceries, and they bother me, disturbing me, disrespecting me, right? Trying to force me to do some shit I don't want to do. I'm like, nah, man. So I understood why the people in a place like Schnucks would be like, you got to wear a mask or you got to go. But in a car dealership, it's a perfect example where it's like money talks, bullshit walks. So it's all about people's priority. They're not trying to sell nothing, so they don't care. They want you to get out of there. That's just what their policy is, or whatever the fuck they thought. But in the car dealership, they accommodated me. They're like, here, sir, right over here. Trying to offer me water and snacks and stuff. Because it's like, yeah, I'm finna buy a car. You know what I'm saying? They didn't push me on that issue about no damn mask. I was asked about it a couple of times, but each time I said no, and they didn't trip about it. They wasn't like, well, you can't be in here. Okay, well, then I'm not going to buy my car from here then. Straight up. That's just what it is. Avery said couldn't go to school without a mask. I know, isn't that crazy? I hate that everyone that was, of age to be in school during that time had to go through that bullshit. But then at the same time, too, the classes were virtual for a while. Then when they let them back in, they had kids wearing masks, and it was sad. Dude, it hurt my heart to see that dumb bullshit. You got young kids walking around playing all day, trying to talk to their friends, interact with people. They touching their masks, getting food and dirt and shit on their masks, having to wear the same mask all day. Some kids and some people, even grown adults, would wear a mask, hang it up or put it somewhere, and put the same mask on the next day. You know what I mean? Them disposable masks too, just hanging in their car, fucking mirror thing, and put it back on. I'm like, bro, this is so unhygienic, unsanitary. It's like actually bad. It's actually a bad thing. Matter of fact, there was stories that popped up of people getting sick from the mask because it was so dirty and they kept wearing it, right? Because if you go into a hospital setting where people actually wear those for the reason, if they touch it for any purpose at all, they change it. Like they go through the mask like it's like drinking water, right? So if you got somebody who's wearing a mask for hours, that's not normal. So yeah, they had kids wearing a mask all day and shit. That's just foul to me. Yep. Like if I had a son, at that time, and he was of age to be in school, I would have took it. I just would have took his ass out of school, or at the very least, I would have raised hell at the school, with the people. And if they had a big issue with it, I'd be like, well, he's not gonna be here, because these public schools, they make money off attendance, the amount of kids they have that go to school. So I'm like, okay, well, y'all got one less kid here now. I'm not having my son or any of my children go through this dumb bullshit. You got it twisted. Nope, couldn't be me, and it couldn't be none of mine. Straight up. Matter of fact, I'm not going to get too far off into the story because this is actually a more controversial thing, but I'll just say it this way. Maris had a job back around this time that they were threatening to, like, fire her for not taking the medical, whatever the fuck, the jab, right? For not going ahead and trying to put something in her body that she didn't want. And I just looked at her dead in her face. I said, quit. It'll be all right. It's going to suck. It's going to be tough, but just quit. Fuck that. Like, it's not worth it. She was like, but I got to get it. She's like, I got to get it or they're going to fire me. I said, fuck them. Quit the job. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to allow you just to get this put into your body, right? Just to keep a job that you might not have 6 months from now. Fuck that. Quit. And she did. And we were just fine. So, yeah, no, I'm very particular about certain things, man. That kind of shit I got a big problem with. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of things happening nowadays with people that took it, and I wish them well. I pray for them. God bless them. Because some people's back was against the wall, man. I know some people personally who, if they had to lose their job, then that could have meant losing their house, losing all type of stuff, which is a foul thing to me that these people put folks, in that predicament to basically coerce them, not even just through threatening, but like also, make it to where their lives are not even like possible to carry on. Just because they didn't want to do it, plenty of people did not want to take that that so-called whatever the fuck they would say it was, because it wasn't that. And they did, because they're like, well, if I don't do this, I'm screwed. And I understand that. I'm never going to judge them for that, but it pisses me off to know that kind of shit was happening. Luckily, we were not in a dire straight situation at the time to where, like, her leaving that job would put us at a disadvantage, because I was still working. I was doing Uber and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, quit, fuck them. Just stay home. You know what I mean? You'll find another job that'll hire you without having to get that. So, yeah. And we held it down, dog, and we got through it, and we still here to this day. So, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Catch up with the chat here. Chris says he's doing okay. That's awesome to hear, man. Good to see you. Avery said I was politically ignorant back then, so I didn't care. I got you. She said, I guess my big brother doesn't look completely white, like he has a darker complexion, so I guess that's why they thought that. It could be. Yeah, Chris said, don't rationalize it. Exactly. It's ignorance. Exactly. Yep. Good advice, Chris. He said, whoever you're talking about is just ignorant. Exactly. Avery said, anyways, out of curiosity, what hair type do you have? I have 1B, 1C, and I taught grandma about it. I'm not sure what that stuff is. Like, I'm aware of it, like the texture of hair, 1B, all this other stuff. I get it, but I wouldn't know what the hell my stuff is, because my hair is curly, but it's not like kinky. Like, my hair don't beat up, it don't be getting nappy and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that kinky of course a hair, but I don't have straight hair either. It's kind of funny actually. Like, when I cut my hair low, it's almost straight. Like, when my hair is real low, like a buzz cut, it's spiky. You know what I'm saying? But I could get waves if I wanted to. If I cut my hair all the way off and then like let it grow back for maybe about a week. Yeah, maybe a week or two. I can wear a do-rag and get some waves. I've done it many times before, but like, yeah, no, for the most part, my hair is kind of spiky when it's like short. So it's a little bit straight, but not really. It just depends on the length of it. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. He said she has discovered she had 1C, 2A type hair. See, I don't even know what all that means. Chris said, I don't know, but I have thick and curly hair that starts turning brown at the tips in the sun. Yeah, see, mine does a little bit of that, but not. It doesn't get as light, you know. But I do get that kind of like that red, like an auburn red kind of tone in my hair, which is funny because there's baby pictures of me when I was like really, really young, like probably barely old enough to walk, and maybe even a little bit after that, where my hair almost looked like sandy red, sandy brown when I was really young. So my hair has gotten darker as I got older, but yeah, I can definitely see that, Chris. That's kind of a cool thing too, man, especially how it looks in the sun. It's got a cool effect, almost like a rainbow effect if you look at it from a certain angle. Yep. You said I currently have braids. Yep, yep. How long you growing your hair out, Chris? Like, is there a certain length you wanted to get to, or like a period of time you want to let it grow, or you got like what's your idea with that? Trying to grow dreads or something? Locks? I thought about doing that. I really thought about doing that, but if I ever do something like that, it's gonna be way later in life for me, because I do not want to manage that shit right now. I don't. I had long hair before in my life, and it was too much. It looked cool, but just it's too much to keep up with. I like having a low cut because it's easier. I just wake up and go, you know? Easier for me, man. But yeah, Theron's in the house. What up, dog? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Every time I straighten my hair a lot, I'm gonna have split ends. Oh, is that what happens? You said 4 layers. Are you subscribed to Preach? To Preach? Oh, it's another streamer. He said, 'cause I've seen you in his chat, I think. She said, yes, I am. Mr. 69. I think you got the number wrong. But yeah, like the video, y'all. Like the video, sub to the channel. They probably said Bigfoot isn't wearing a mask. You funny. Y'all hella funny. They're all said, are you talking about? Yeah, yep. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. He said, yeah, I hate the mask shit too. Yeah, it's just ignorant. Just dumb shit. Avery said, I went to volleyball practice trying to do my overhand serve. I do overhand perfectly. She had to emphasize that. And then she said, and bro, the assist coach goes to help me. No problem. I didn't get my serve, which is okay. But this man, he literally said, I'll teach you underhand. And I was like, sir, I know how to do it. And he didn't listen. Yeah, I'd imagine it's pretty easy. Like even me, I never played volleyball like on any team, but they taught us that in school. I think I can't say that, but I think most American public schools end up playing volleyball at some point, especially like around middle school, I think. But yep, Theron said I ain't wearing a mask, but I'll wear a shiesty. Oh, see? That's backwards thinking, dog. Why even wear a shiesty? You cover your whole damn face up and everything? What you out there doing, dog? Getting into trouble, huh? Better not be out there wearing no damn shiesty. You put yourself in a category. Because if I see somebody wearing a shiesty, I immediately think, oh, they're up to no good. Because why the fuck is their whole head and face covered? Straight up. Especially like I saw people walking around with like hoodies and a shiesty on in the summertime around this, between 2020 and now. I'm like, are you good? You look really suspicious. You got on a jacket, a hoodie, pants, and a shiesty, and it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm like, yeah, let me get the fuck away from you. I don't know what type of shit you finna do. Anyway, Avery said, and after I did it perfectly, he was like, see, you got that one. He seriously thought he taught me that. Theron said it was kind of hard breathing. Exactly, yeah. It's dumb. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. Wearing anything on your face and head, if it's not cold, it's silly. Now, if it's like freezing cold outside, then yeah, cover your face up. Protect your face. You know what I mean? Because that cold air can fuck you up. But if there's no reason to it, then there's no point in wearing it, right? You say I hate that shit in school, and I hated when I was in school. They wouldn't let me put my hood on because I always wore a hoodie, and they were always like, take that hoodie off when they see me. No, I get that. I get that because when you walk around the school, they want to know who you are, and like walking around with a hood on, it's like it looks suspicious. Now when you're out in public and you're a grown person, whatever, or even a kid, if you're wearing a hoodie, it's not that big a deal because you're out and about, right? But when you're in a place, closed in space and environment, especially a school, it's a bad look to be having a hood up all the time just because even though you may want to and it may make you comfortable, you may like it, it's still, I understand why they would want you to take the hood off. You know what I mean? I get it. I get that part. Avery said in third grade 2020 needed to sit next to a kid with a mask to charge my Chromebook. And look at that. In third grade, he had a Chromebook. We didn't have that shit growing up. Anyway, y'all be taking stuff for granted. She said, and I got no recess because I'm apparently not allowed to sit next to people even if we were. Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's another thing, too. I saw on the train one day, I caught the train, the Metrolink, and I saw freaking, what I see? Like the little advertisements they have up on the wall. I don't know if any of y'all been like on a train, wherever you live, a Metrolink or like a transit train, a subway. But like they had these things, and even in like some stores and restaurants and shit, they had these things where, oh, and don't get me started on the restaurant. The restaurants were so fucking backwards and stupid around that time. But anyway, like you had to like get a text to let you know, okay, we have spots available now because we can only allow 20 people inside the building. It's like this big ass place, y'all only can have 20 people. This place fits at least like 100 plus. And you saying you only have 20 people? Anyway, yeah, that restaurant shit was crazy around that time. But no, like I was saying, they would have like these little like, I wouldn't really call them advertisers, but like little posters around, And one day I'll never forget this. I saw a poster that had two people, like stick figures, right? And it showed three different diagrams, three different images of like what not to do and what you should do. Okay. And this was so crazy to me. I'm like, we're living in clown world with this bullshit. So look, the first image was a picture of two stick figure people, facing each other without a mask on and talking, right? It was implied that they were talking because they're facing each other. They're sitting across from each other or whatever, next to each other. And they have no mask on, they're talking. It had a big red X over that, right? Big ass red X. Then the second photo was two people sitting next to each other talking, but they had masks on in this photo, right? In this image. That one also had a big ass X across it. Okay, a big red X right across it. Then the third photo, could you imagine what it was? Can anybody take a guess what the third photo said? Because it's the one that had the green check mark on it. You tell me what you think that they wanted people to do based off what I've already said. You let me know in the chat, and I'll tell you if you're right or not. Avery said that my dad got so mad, called teacher, he made her cry. I felt bad, to be honest. No, fuck that. If she cries, that's on her fault. That's her fault. She's too sensitive. Your dad was concerned. He's like, yo, I got a problem with how you treat my daughter for something that really you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be treating her like that because of a mass situation. So if that teacher cried, that's her dumb fault. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like, if I'm a teacher, right, and a parent has a problem to do, if a parent has a problem with something I'm doing, I would consider what they're saying, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, you know what you're talking about. I'm the teacher. I run this. It's like, well, that's their kid. You know what I mean? And I'm basically trying to be a good example to this child and also be somebody who is like, relied upon by the parents of these kids, right? Doesn't that make sense? So as a teacher, you have a responsibility to like, be a good influence, be in a way like a protector. You're almost like a second parent because kids be at school like 8 hours out the day. Even though you don't have the same authority as a parent, you still are like an adult figure that should have the duty and responsibility of an adult in the presence of a child. So if you're out here like, scolding children for dumb shit like a mask, it shows you either believe the wrong shit or you're just an idiot. Seriously. So if she cried, that's on her. She got to get over herself, man. Especially over something like that. Like, give me a break. Anyway, Theron said, and they wouldn't let me wear a hat too. And I would always try them because I would always put my hood on my ears. Okay, I got you. Neighbor said, Orange, same thing happened to me when I was a baby. I had blue eyes and red hair, and now I'm boring. You say you're boring? Light brown hair and hazel eyes. Well, that's not boring. I mean, it's still different and unique, I guess, in some cases, right? It all depends on how you look at it, though. If you look at yourself as boring, then you are boring. If you look at yourself as, hey, I'm pretty cool and interesting, then that's what you are, right? You are what you think you are. So you might have thought it was interesting to have blue eyes as a kid and red hair and all that type of stuff, but you look the way you do for a reason. All right, just appreciate it. Yeah, be grateful. You said my boyfriend put on a shicey, and I'm like, what you doing? I like how she typed, what you doing? He went, shush, I'm trying to be gangster. He's so dumb. Well, at least you, questioned it and be like, yo, why are you wearing this? But yeah, let him know. Let him know, like, yo, bro, don't be wearing that shit. Because the worst thing is you don't want to be around him and he's wearing it and people, like, assume stuff. Even though people can assume all type of different things, even if you're just being normal and nothing's wrong, you don't want to give people a reason to be concerned about if you're going to be a type of person to do some bullshit or be suspicious of you or like be on the lookout for you and like keep a watchful eye. And then, you know what I mean? Because when you draw that kind of attention, it's the wrong kind of attention. And you got people like, some people are they're really, what's the word? They're busybodies. All right. And what I mean by that is some people, if you look suspicious, they're going to, try to do something about it. They might call somebody and be like, hey, there's somebody around here that's got this mask on. Next thing you know, you got cops walking and you're like, hey, what you doing over here? And you just, now you got a situation which it might not turn out to be nothing. You might be totally fine. The cops might be cool and they just let you go. But you just don't want to have that interaction. You want to just be able to move freely around wherever you're going and just do whatever you got to do and get back home safely. You understand my point? Yeah, with no type of issues, no drama. So yeah, don't be drawing unwanted attention to yourself, especially when you don't have to. If it's unnecessary and you can avoid it, then just avoid it. That's my advice to everybody that's young that be thinking about wearing shicey masks or anything like that. Just don't do it. Unless it's like 0 degrees outside, it's like freezing temperature. Just don't wear a shicey mask. It's not cool and it brings the wrong attention. You know what I'm saying? It definitely don't look cool. It look kind of goofy, to be honest. Let's see. She said he's a hoodlum, apparently. Theron said, what's wrong with wearing shicey? Well, I've gone over that. I've already established that. You said wear a mask and a shicey at the same time? Hell no. See, that would be extra stupid. But I could imagine there would be people out there that do that type of shit. I could see that happen. Listen, Theron and everybody else. There were people wearing masks in their car by themselves. I saw it happen many, many times, and I'll sit there and shake my head every single time I saw it. I'm like, I look at them and I'm like, they're in their car by themselves with the windows rolled up with a mask on. I'm like, are they okay? Are they good in the mind? What's happening? Why do they think to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? They're in their car by themselves with a mask on, with the windows up. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to pray for them. Because they got some issues. If they thought that made sense to do, then something's real wrong. You know what I mean? Shit, I saw people swimming with masks on, people in the gym. Like, I'll give you one last story about this bullshit. I was in the gym, and I ended up canceling my membership at this particular gym just because of how stupid they were over this mask. But one day I was up in there, and, things were closed down for a while, so I couldn't go. But eventually when they opened it back up, I was like, okay, let me go on back to the gym. I went in this gym one day, man, and I'm working out. They're like, oh, you got to wear a mask to be here. And I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it. Like, I'll put it on, but I'm not like putting it on all the way. I had that shit like on my chin, which is kind of funny because it defeats the purpose of even wearing it in the first place. I just set that mug right on my chin. I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing this dumbass because it's stupid. I'm working out, exerting myself, getting my heart rate up. I'm breathing faster. You know what I mean? I'm moving around. Like, bro, I'm not finna wear no fucking mask in the gym. There's a word I want to use I ain't gonna say. But I'm like, I'll say regarded. I'll be like, are you regarded? What's wrong with you? Why in the hell would I wear a mask in the gym while I'm working out? That's so stupid. So anyway, okay, they gave me a mask here. I slapped that bitch on my chin. I went in the locker room, changed into my gym clothes or whatever I had to do, and I came out, getting ready to do, my workout. And we had like, it was weird because normally in a gym like that, nobody's saying nothing to you. Everyone's doing their own thing. Even the staff, they got their own little thing going on. They're not fucking worried about what you're doing. They're not like up your ass trying to see, are you working out right? None of that stuff. They just let you do your thing. As long as you ain't breaking the rules, they don't care. But in this case, now since we had new rules added about the mask, we also had like fly around people, little buzzing flies, little gnats, little annoying ass people walking around trying to police folks on wearing the mask, right? Policing people basically. And I'm working out, and this fat ass dude, he was fat as fuck. He walked up to me, and he was like, "You need to pull that mask up." And I had my headphones in, and he was standing over me, like right in front of me while I'm working out, like in my space, all up in my fucking face, talking about like he's pointing at me and like pointing at my face and gesturing like to lift the mask up. And I act like I couldn't hear him. I was like, "What? What are you saying?" And he was like, "You need to blah, blah." And I finally like paused my music and I said, "What? What are you saying?" He's like, "You need to pull," and he was mad too. He was like, "You need to pull the mask up over your nose." He said it's not a chin strap. I said, "Bro, I'm not finna wear this shit on my fucking face." I looked at him dead man. I looked at him straight up and I just, man, I'm not wearing this mask like that. Like you got it twisted. I'm not like I'm working. I told him flat out. I was like, I'm working out. I'm breathing heavy, right? My heart is pumping fast. I'm not wearing this mask all up on my nose. I got to breathe through my nose. Straight up. Like, I'm not finna suffocate myself in this gym. You know what I mean? He's like, if you don't wear it like that, then we're going to kick you out. I said, okay, you know what? That's fine. I'm finishing up anyway. Fuck this. Like, I'm not finna be in the gym suffering to appease you because you got the wrong idea, because you think stupid shit. You know what I mean? So eventually, like I said, I ended up canceling my membership because I went up in there one day. It was actually me and Maris again. I went up in there. I told the dude, hey, I can't wear a mask, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, that's our policy. If you don't wear it, then you can't be here. I said, you know what? What is this? Like I've been coming to this gym for years. My membership, you can look at it. I've had this shit for years, been paying money every month. I'm like, you guys ain't got no exemptions, no exceptions. You know what I mean? He's like, well, you could talk to our corporate about it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. You know what? I don't even want the membership no more. Don't even want it no more. And they had just charged me money too, like within that week. I think it was, they charged me the annual fee and the monthly fee. I was like, y'all gonna give me my money back, right? He's like, well, you got to talk to the corporate about that. I'm like, what the fuck? And right there on the spot, he canceled my membership and told me to leave. And I'm like, okay. And I wanted to work out that night too, but I said, you know what? Yeah, it's cool. I sent the email, Maris sent the email, and eventually, guess what happened? We never heard from them. We sent at least like 2 or 3 emails to the corporate. We got his boss's name, the GM's name. We sent it to like the actual company, and nobody reached out to us. I'm like, oh yeah, they got me fucked up. So ever since then, I have never gone back to that gym ever, and I never will. I'll never spend money there ever again because they got some dumb shit going on. Like that's just not the way to handle a customer, in my opinion. You know, especially if it's not hurting nobody else. Like they really thought the mask was putting somebody's life at risk for not wearing it. This dumb shit, man. Dumb shit. It's sad. It's actually sad, and I understand a lot of people too had the wrong idea. You know what I mean? Some people like actually really believe that, but that's because a lot of fear mongering in the media, and then people just went along with that. They believed what the media was telling folks about the mask, right? But that's why I tell people do your own research. Even with me, if I tell y'all something, give y'all some type of advice, whatever it is, health. Oh shit! What the fuck was that? Anyway, health related stuff or anything like that, right? Don't just take my word for it. Go ahead and look it up. All right. You ain't got to be like, oh, well, Orange said. No, no. Hear what I got to say. Think about it and go find out for yourself. All right. You ain't got to just believe everything, every little thing I say. If you question it or you're wondering about it, or if it don't sound like it makes sense to you, then do what you got to do. Look it up. Find out. All right. Just that simple. Avery said, my dad cussed out one of my big brother's teachers too because he failed a test so bad he needed it signed. So my dad signed it and the teacher said it was faked. What? My dad's signature is so bad the teacher thought it was fake. To be honest, me and my boyfriend have opposite political opinions, and when Trump won, he was scared of becoming a slave. Damn. Really? See, that's sad. You know what's funny about that though? It's not just him, but there's a lot of young folks that are propagandized and brainwashed to think that Donald Trump is like this bad, evil person. Well, if it was the case, then millions and millions of adults would not have voted for him. Majority of the country is not evil people, but yet he was voted in. Really, if you ask me, I'm just gonna put it out there. He was voted in 3 times, but some bullshit was happening around that time that I'm not gonna get into right now. But I could tell you from what I've seen, 2020 it was his. But some goofy shit happened. So anyway, yeah, it's just sensibility. That's all it comes down to. When you listen to what the media says all the time, and you hear what these people on the news say and all this other bullshit, then you're gonna believe everything that they got to say, and then you're gonna believe that Donald Trump is evil and this and that, blah blah. But no, look it up for yourself. I actually, before, like what, 2015, I didn't think like negative about him, but I didn't take him serious. And I also thought like, yo, I would not vote for this dude. There's no way in hell a celebrity is going to become president, and I'm just going to go along with that. But what I did was, because I'm curious and I want to know for myself, I started watching interviews about him and him sitting down talking about it, and then him talking about wanting to be president and why he's doing it. And when I heard what this man had to say, I'm like, okay, I'm voting for him, straight up. Because what he's saying makes total sense. He's not just saying shit that sounds good, he's saying stuff that's actually true. Stuff that I align with. So I say, you know what, okay, that's what it is then. Well, yep. He gonna be president. If people with common sense would vote for this man, that's basically what I'm trying to say. And that's exactly what happened. Because most people in America do have common sense. Even though there's a lot of goofy, dumb people, and even some of the people with common sense, they don't know everything. They're not always right with their judgment. Still, most people can just have that sensibility to say, well, he's obviously the better option, especially between the 2 other options we had, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Like, come on now. Really? Really, folks? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? Really? Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah, he says, so you might be regarded. I mean, no offense to him, but that is regarded. That's very regarded to believe that you will become a slave because Donald Trump is president. That's extremely regarded. Yep. I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, you said he was actually terrified to become a slave. See, that's crazy. I don't know. You say he's black, but yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. That kind of shit would never happen. All right. I was never in fear for that shit. I was never like, oh man, something's gonna happen. But I had people saying that they're gonna lose their rights and things are gonna get taken away, and they go like Joe Biden walked around and told people like, hey, they're gonna put y'all back in chains. It's like, really, dumb dude. There's another word I want to use, but I ain't gonna say it. But I'm like, really, really, dog. You out here telling people that they're gonna be put back in chains? Really? That's the kind of stupid shit that they were saying though. and people was eating it up. They was believing it. They was like, yeah, that's crazy. He racist. He gonna lock us up and make us slaves and deport us. And it's like, but you live here, don't you? Right? Do you break the law? Are you a bad person? Well, then shut your dumb ass up. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Seriously. Like I don't get why people would be on that. But like I said, when you listen to the TV and the news and the media, they hear what they got to say and go along with it, you'll pretty much believe anything. Sad. You'll believe anything but the truth. That's what it is. Let's see. You said my Papa Joe said something about he was like, I can't even watch the news anymore. They all lied to. Yeah, absolutely. And that's nothing new. It's been going on for a really long time. It just has gotten so bad to where it's obvious now. You see my point? Like the news media has lied so much, so hard for such a long time and been, keep getting caught in their lies that a lot of people, I'd even say most people for sure, most people are aware of it and they just don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at CNN and all these other places. Their ratings have tanked bad, real bad. People don't watch that shit no more. And no offense to the people that do watch it, but like they're just not critical thinkers. That's what it comes down to. They'd rather be told what to think than think for themselves. Okay, that's what it comes down to. You say, wasn't Obama like not pro-gay marriage, but Trump may or may not be tripping? Well, Trump doesn't care, right? He, at least that's what his principle was the first time around. Now, Obama, he wasn't for it, but then all of a sudden was. He was the president that actually made it legal. Yep. So it's kind of like a flip-flop thing. But then again, I'm going to just say this too, right? I'm going to keep it real with this. At the end of the day, it's not about what the president wants for the country necessarily, because they represent us. So a person that's running for president could have certain ideas that they think would be good for the country. But when they get into position to be president, the way to be actually a good leader is to listen to the people that you lead. And so if the people of America say, no, Donald Trump, we don't want you to do that, do this instead, then for him to be a good president, he would have to say, okay, well, that's what y'all want, right? And it would be a majority thing, obviously. But if he knew that the people of this country wanted a certain thing, it is his obligation to fulfill that, straight up. It's not about his own will and his own desires, because that's not a good president. A person who gets into office and starts making their own judgment calls on their own feelings and opinions on shit and not considering the people that they represent, that's not a good president. And I wouldn't want nobody like that in office. You know what I mean? So I've been telling people for a long time, hey, listen, Donald Trump's president now, so it could be a good or bad thing, depending on how you look at it. But ultimately, I believe it's good because he hears out what people got to say. And all it comes down to is this. Hold this man accountable. If you want things to be a certain way, let your voice be known. Make an effort, make a gesture to say, hey, this is what we want. This is what we expect from you. You see my point? Because otherwise, they're going to sit there and be in fear and then act like they're powerless and shit. Be like, well, he's going to do this and do that. Shut up, man. You're not a victim. You're a citizen of this country. You have a right just as much as everybody else. So instead of being a little weak-ass bitch and crying and complaining, why don't you get up and then make your voice be known? Not do nothing crazy. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do nothing wild and out of pocket and something that's breaking the law. But just like respectfully and legally let your voice be known. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's come in the form of voting or petitioning or protesting or whatever, go ahead and exercise your rights. But anything outside of that, as far as like trying to do something to harm somebody, oh, you got shit twisted. Now you done messed up. You know what I mean? Because you about to lose your freedom and some more shit too. Fucking with the right person. Or the wrong one in their case. Anyway, let's see. Yep. Boyfriend black. Someone told me I'll be deported. I'm just like I was born here. Right, see? And that's another thing too. Listen, I heard people telling black folks and people that are like Hispanic and everything that they're going to get kicked out of the country even though they were born here. It's like, well, no, you're not. If you're not breaking the law and you're here legally, even if you weren't born here, as long as you're a citizen or you're just like on your way to become a citizen or you have a green card or whatever the fuck, a student visa, anything like that, you're good. Just make sure you stay on top of your stuff. But if you are here illegally, then yes, you should get deported. And I don't care how anybody feels about that. Because you knew what it was before you even did it. When you came here, you knew you was breaking the law. You can't tell me that a person that came here and didn't go through the proper channels to the point where they had to sneak in and do all this other crazy extra shit, they were fully aware of what they was doing. Now, I have sympathy for them. I do. But at the same time, if you get caught, that's on you, man. If you get caught, that's on you. I'm not going to be the kind of person to be like, oh, I'm going to tell you, oh, you here illegally? I'm telling. I don't give a fuck. You ain't bothering me. Do your thing. But if your ass get caught, you out of here. And that's on you, straight up. If I went to any other country and started doing whatever, I wanted to do and breaking their laws, I wouldn't be allowed to do that. We can't go to no other country and just plop down and not speak the language and just fucking walk around and just start to live our life. That shit doesn't fly anywhere else in the world. So why the fuck should it happen here? Anyway, let's see. And then there's people saying he's a very bad person. I'm just like, you didn't pay attention to 5th grade history. He literally had people stand on babies. Trump's not doing that. Had people no longer be human. They were referred to as numbers. Some people who survived that, and you want to compare Trump to that person. Yeah, exactly. They would call him Hitler and whatnot. It's like, bro, he's obviously not Hitler. Because if he was, this shit would be turned upside down. We'd be in wars and all type of shit. Like worse than what it is. And he's actually trying to resolve the issues. He's trying to make peace treaties and deals with people and shit. So yeah, he don't want it just as much as we don't want it. Like, what the hell, don't that make sense? But these people will say anything because they're, for one, there's people that are afraid of him. And the people that are pushing this agenda and all the propaganda and all that, a lot of these folks are in power, and he is actually a threat to them. Because he's coming in to correct things. He's coming in to like balance out the scales. And they don't want that. They want to hold on to the power and the money and the control. So for him to come in and actually let it be known what it is and set things straight, it's like basically shining a light on a vampire. They don't want that. So they want to hurry up and close the window or get rid of the sun. You see my point? That's basically what it is. That's my best analogy I can think of off the top of my head right now. Donald Trump is like the sunlight that exposes the bullshit, that kills the mold and disinfects and sanitizes. Comes in, shines light on things and reveals truth on stuff and balances the scales, like I said. And they don't want that. They don't like that. So they go after him with vitriol and the most crazy shit you could ever imagine. They go after him hard, man. So I pray for that dude, straight up. It's amazing that he's still here. He's definitely protected by God. I believe that 100%. Donald Trump's job is not done yet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe in God or not, the day that they tried to take him out and his head turned right in the last second, I firmly believe, and I'll always believe this, that was divine intervention. So yeah, his story ain't done yet. He's still got a mission due on this earth. Yep, and it's going to be seen through too. Shit. Yep. Whether folks believe that or not. You say your great grandma had cancer. She went to America and let an illegal person get treatment before her, and my nana, her daughter, was so mad. Oh man. That's crazy. My bad, I had to yawn, but no, that's really crazy. Yeah, like I said, things have been backwards in this country for sure over the last 5 years, right? Especially after Joe Biden got in office. It's like they just turned things upside down in a really wrong direction. Everything was so backwards, especially with that DEI bullshit, that DEI, right? Which is so stupid. It's like you're going to give the job to somebody based off their skin complexion and their demographic. Like, you'll give a black woman a job that's not qualified over a white man that's qualified. And it's not about don't the black woman deserve an opportunity? Yes, she does. But she has to be fucking qualified. If she doesn't have the merit to do the job, then why is she getting hired for the job? That's like going in to be a pilot, to fly a plane, and you've never flown a plane in your life. You don't even have a pilot's license. You have no training. You have no experience or background or even knowledge. Why would we hire you? You see my point? Like, I'm going to hire somebody to drive a vehicle, right? Let's say a bus driver, for example, which is not really probably a thing they do with DEI. I don't know. But, like, why would I hire them to do this when they've never drove anything? They don't even have a license. Like, it's just stupid. Now, it wasn't that extreme. DEI wasn't like, well, they just hired people off the street for no reason, I believe. But there were circumstances where people were underqualified, but because they fit a certain demographic, you know, they fell into a certain category, they had the job, they were given the job over somebody who was more qualified, which is unacceptable. That's how you destroy a society. You know what I mean? You for sure destroy a business that way, but you collapse a society by having a bunch of people in positions that they don't belong in, flat out. It would be just as bad if you hired a white man that was unqualified to do something over a black man that was qualified. Let's say the black dude, he knows what he's doing, he's been doing it, has tons of experience, he's the best person for the job, but you pass him up for somebody else, right? Oh, let's not hire him because this other person over here, you know, they're kind and they're nice and they deserve a chance. Fuck out my face, bro. So you're going to hire this person that doesn't know what they're doing instead of the person that would be the best person for the job? Yeah, no, things are stupid. Doing that is like the worst thing a company could ever do. No matter what company it is, no matter what industry they're involved in or anything. Like, I believe in giving people opportunities, but there's entry-level jobs for a reason. Let somebody start at an entry-level position if they can. If not, then they need to take their ass to school or learn the trade, learn the skill, whatever it is. You know what I mean? No, you don't just throw somebody in a position to have that kind of title when they're not qualified. Or at the very least, when someone else is better. Because it's competition. The job market is a competitive zone, okay? If you are going head-to-head and competing for a position at a company, and there's other people that are better than you, either you better really find a way to, like, get cool with the people that you're, you know, trying to get hired by and prove to them that you're, like, worth taking a chance on, or you just got to chalk it up to say, well, I just need to do better next time. I need to learn more. I need to become better at what I do. That way I am the best, and whenever I go to apply it wherever, I get hired. You know what I mean? There's not no fucking participation trophy stuff. Hell no. Hire the best person for the job. That's what I would like to see. And if I was a boss hiring people, that's what I would do. I don't care about no DEI bullshit, affirmative action bullshit. I'm not going to hire somebody just because. They better be good. If not the best, shit. I'll take somebody who is slightly not the best over someone who's the best if the person that is the best has, like, you know, bad work ethic in a way, or like they're, you know, got a bad attitude, or if there's a certain way about them. And then if the other person is like right there, like they're almost as good as far as qualifications go, but like they have the desire to be better and they're coachable and teachable and they're like dedicated, right? They're willing to invest the time and effort and energy. Yeah, I'll hire them instead. But overall, I would be looking for the best person for the job. Don't care about the skin color, don't care, none of that. Whether it's a man or woman, I don't care, bro. Hire the best person, straight up. Great Nana was told to sell her house. Oh, why is that? Oh, you said, how you gonna let someone who's been working for this country most of her life not get cancer treatment, but illegal women get treatment? Right. I agree, it's stupid. You said, but she's alive at least, and the house wasn't sold. That's good. You said this is racist. The black women can do the same as a white man. How you gonna say, oh, she's black, so I feel bad for her, so I'm gonna give her a job anyway? Exactly. Yeah, that is actually an example of racism, 100%. Because you are showing favoritism to somebody, whether it's for or against them, because of their race. You see my point? Like just because something works in a black person's favor does not mean it's a racist thing if it was only due to the fact that they're black. That's racist. Racism doesn't always have to be like against a particular race. Sometimes it's for it. It's like it's racist to you know what I mean, have it only be this way. You know, it's a form of it for sure. But see, people they get definitions twisted up and they think it's all negative. You know, it's like, well, is it racist when a black person gets hired just because they're black? Yes, it is. The answer is yes. But see, it doesn't go that way for people who look at it like that because they're like, well, no, nothing bad happened. It's like, well, almost if you want to look at it a certain way, it kind of did. Because somebody who actually would have been better for the job didn't get the job just because they didn't fit the other innocuous, unimportant fucking specifications. You know what I mean? Like someone who's black is not going to do a job better because they're black if they're not qualified. Just like somebody who's white or Asian or Hispanic is not going to do a job better than somebody else just because of their ethnic background, unless it has something to do with their qualification. That's what it comes down to. Even if it's like a language speaking thing, you could take somebody who is Hispanic but they never learned Spanish, and then someone who's like a translator who is white or Asian. They know how to speak very fluent Spanish, and you're going to hire the Hispanic person over the other person just because they are Hispanic, even though they don't know how to speak Spanish, and you're hiring them for like a translator job. Like, really? You see my point? Like, the shit just don't make sense. Let's see. You said you were regarded. Anyways, I'm sorry for going off. I get so mad about this. Yeah, it's stupid. It bothers me too. Trust me. I mean, you see how much I've been talking about it. And I don't give a damn how nobody feels. That's what it is, man. Some people get offended at what I'm saying, and that's okay. You better get out your feelings though and get real. You better realize what kind of world you're living in. Because the quicker you realize what's actually going on and what reality actually is, and what the truth is and how important that is, the better off you'll be in life. Okay? When people stop lying to themselves and stop trying to coddle their own feelings and walk around whining and complaining about every little thing and claiming to be a victim and saying, oh, it's this and that. Okay, well, you're just going to be you're going to be stuck all your life. Okay? You're going to be stuck and wondering why, and you'll never know because you got a messed up, weak mindset. For real. People get so wrapped up in their feelings that they forget what actually the truth is. They lose track of that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, it's feelings over facts, which is the opposite. No, it should be, what is the truth? It's facts over feelings all day. All day. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, feelings matter, they are important, but when it's the feelings versus the truth, one of those has to win all the time. One of them has to always win. Because in a situation where it is truth versus fact, there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? When it's just feelings involved in something, okay, that's one thing. But when it's a competition between what is the truth and how does someone feel, the truth will always prevail, 100% of the time. Okay? It matters more. It's a greater than. Put a greater than symbol there. Say the word truth, and then put greater than feelings. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to do that shit since I'm talking about it. Truth in the chat. Okay? Greater than feelings. Boom. There you go. That's what it is. Always. And I'll never change. It ain't just my thoughts on that. That's just what it is. That's reality. He said, but can I send you one of my lyric videos in the music chat? It is in my music, but I made lyrics. Yeah. Put in the music channel on the Discord. Yeah. Feel free. But anyway, real quick, y'all, I'm not going to take a break just yet. I just got to step away for a second. But hit the like button for me, all right? Hit the like button, sub to the channel. I'm going to be right back in like about a minute or two, all right? I appreciate you guys. Okay, all right. I appreciate y'all patience, man. We good now. We all caught up with the chat and all that. Okay. Let's get back to it, y'all. Let's get back into the game. Come on. Yeah, check me out now, boy. Look at that. The hat's a little crazy, but you know it has a purpose. Who's over here talking? I hear somebody. Oh, is it this dude? He's over here dancing. Look at him. Yeah, shut your dumb ass up. Oh, snap. We got a couple people just walking up. Okay. Run up, get done up type stuff. Yeah, they finna get done up. Finna get done up. See ya. Who's next? You? I'll get you. Oh, okay, you got some moves, huh? Oh, floppy head ass dude, look at him. Oh, flop, drop head ass, look at him. They ain't touched me not one time. They trying though. They're trying. Alright, I forgot we supposed to fight that boss. I'm tripping, I'm wasting my time with these little goofy, useless enemies. Where's the spot at? Is it over here? Is this it? I think this is it, right? Just roll. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Here we go. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Sit back and watch them have a little class. Shit. Oh, shit. I got followed. Oh, no. Damn. There we go. Put a stop to that. Okay. Now let's see what they're doing again. Let's just watch and observe. They straight having the whole class over here. Look at this. Look at this. Let's eavesdrop a little bit. This is very interesting.
Monkey paying tribute.
Wait, what they talking about?
Veda's present. Immortal's guide. Rising long. Spreading wings. Perching rooster. Tiger's house.
Yo, this is actually kind of cool, man. They're doing like real moves and stuff. I never took time to notice this. Like the first time I played this game, I never sat and watched this.
Monkey paying tribute. Python flip.
Okay, I got you, Avery. Put the lyric video in the in Discord. All right, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. You better did a good job too, or I'm gonna have something to say about you,
Immortal's guide.
about your video too, man.
Rising long.
But no, I'll give some good criticism. I ain't gonna like just talk shit.
Spreading wings. Perching rooster.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I never sat and watched this.
Immortal's guide. Rising long.
Oh, hold on a sec, y'all.
house.
Well, hold on there, Ink Up. You just got here, man. Hold up now. We doing something. Avery said I can teach you how to do them, or I can make something for you to post. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I mean, at least when it comes to my music, I ain't got no lyrics in mind. You know, you guys already know that. So those of you who have been to the show, you guys know what kind of music I make. Y'all know. But no, I appreciate that, Avery. That's what's up. You said I just started editing. Okay, it might be bad. I'll check it out, though. I'll check it out. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Ink Up, welcome to the show, man. Hit the like on the video on the way in. Y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel, dog. I appreciate you. Oh, damn, we went way out the way. Yeah, time to mess him up. Oh, he's the boss. Okay, let's take out the small dudes and get them out of here. Students. Come on, there we go. Yeah, some student they were, man. They couldn't do shit. Damn, that was a fat hit. You know that shit hurt. What's he doing? He's stuck on the... Literally, he's stuck. Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, be careful now. Be careful. What was that? He just threw like a bunch of seeds on me and some rocks and dirt or something. Okay, let's just get him up out of here. That's okay. We can take a hit. It's okay. We're good. Alright, you know what? Let's let the squad handle this. Come on, y'all. Fuck him up. Yeah, it's over for him. It's over. Hit that like button, y'all. Told you, he got his ass wiped out. He didn't stand no chance, boy. Damn right. Alright, let's grab this and keep it pushing. Oh, thank you for that, Avery. Yep, the Discord link is in the chat if y'all want to do that. It's a free community, okay? Our offline, online community where we stay in touch with each other when we're not here, you know, on the stream, basically. Y'all know what's up. So join up. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to, obviously. It's an option. It's there for you if you want to do all that. Link is in the chat, man. Link is in the chat. Shout out to Avery. Appreciate that. Okay, we got people trying to come out the bushes and shit. Okay. With your floppy head ass, too. Come on, then. Come on with it. Oh, you got the poison and shit. Okay, yep. Let's get you up out of here. Oh, okay, okay. He's got help now. How about, yeah, I'll fight him because we got a shrine right there. Yeah, fuck him. Alright, goodbye to you, to the both of you. Let's roll up here, hit that shrine up, man. Oh, yeah, you know what? We're getting close to that boss fight. Dude, this shit was so crazy. This boss fight was actually crazy. Like, when I say that, that's not even like, I'm not even joking. If anything, that's an understatement. This fight was more than crazy, okay? It was like really, it was insane. Alright, man. Alright. Let's see. Do I remember where it was, or are we in the right spot? Trying to think. I believe this is it. I believe we're approaching it, to be honest. Yeah, we getting close to the mug. Yeah. It's up here. This is it. I recognize this. Show Liz. Okay, so the fight is either over here in front of me or that way. Let's go here first. This might be it. No, not that thing up there. Not these guys either. Maybe this is not the way. Although he's a spirit, this guy is. He was a tiger with a long neck. I forgot about these things. Look how weird he looks. And watch how fast he dies, too. Yeah, that long neck didn't help him none, did it? Long neck for no damn reason. Now look at you. Just caught his dumb ass. Snake Sheriff. Okay, yep. Who is that? Oh, that's an old boy. What's up, homie? Yeah, long time no see, man. Since chapter 1.
Knowing the joy within the play, why chase the notes astray? Love and passion are as fleeting as the clouds. In the end, they leave nothing but cobwebs and dust. A broken mirror cannot be made whole again, my friend. Tell Master Pig, if you will, that attachments are not to be dwelt upon.
Oh, that's deep. Did y'all hear that? Well, I tell you, this game and Ghost of Yote has some of the most deep spiritual life lesson messages I've seen in any game in a long ass time. Straight up. All the way, man. All the way, dog. Anyway, let's go ahead and find this boss fight. I actually don't quite remember. Yeah, I don't ever remember coming here. Maybe that's why we got this tiger spirit over here, man, because we didn't have him either. So yeah, this is the brand new path we just took. Oh no, what else is around here? Let's just double check. We ain't tripping off these enemies. They ain't bothering us. What they're about to try. But I don't care. Don't care and don't care why, man. We got that shrine over there to grab if we need it. Oh, it's a meditation spot. Okay, damn. Okay. Oh, I gotta fight him then. Wake them all up. Wake your dumb ass up. Come on. Damn, it's hella enemies over here. If we were not prepared and didn't have the right gear, this would be like treacherous right here. Like we would be getting fucked up. Yo, did they all just disappear? What in the world? What? I'm confused. It was all people right here. Like, did they just like respawn somewhere else or something? That was strange. I don't know what the hell just happened. Come on, y'all, over here, man, over here. Alright, not bad. Let's meditate, y'all. Let's take a second to meditate. How nice, how nice. Clear your mind, y'all feel better now. I know it was a rather short meditation, but definitely useful, I believe. Okay, so let's find out where we're supposed to be going here. Oh, you know what? That might be it. If we can go this way, this might be the way. Can we? Nope, never mind. My fault. Yeah, never mind. That's not the way. That ain't the way. Then we going over here. Although I believe it's in that direction. Okay, we ain't fighting them. Yeah, this is it. Oh snap, this is it. We're about to get there. It's down the street and around the corner from here, basically. Avery said, "You gonna make dinner for your family?" You said, "Okay, so Orin, if they are butt, please be like, yo, this is butt." Oh, I got you. I'll let you know. I'll be honest about your video. Don't worry. I ain't gonna be mean, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Damn, you bitch ass snake. Shut them ass back. Yeah, how about that? Damn, it only took. That didn't do a lot of damage. I'm kind of shocked. Let's hurry up and get rid of him before he fucks our health up. Okay. Oh, cool. We got this. Grab them. Grab a little bit of that. You say you gonna make dinner for your family tomorrow because my mama needs a break and my dad can't cook. Oh, well, that's really nice of you, Avery. Look at Avery. Even though she be talking shit, be trolling, you know, she got a lot of heart. That Leo got a heart, man. Look at that. And that's something. I knew you cared about people, Avery. Look at you. You can't fool nobody. Oh, nice. We got another shrine. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we need. That works. He says probably going to be chicken nuggets, broccoli, and fruit. Hey, well, look, it don't seem that bad. I mean, it's something I would eat. Maybe not every day, the nuggets, you know, but if it's like actual, just real, you know, whole chicken, then that's even better. Now, if it's like breaded nuggets, you know, obviously that's not something you want to make a habit out of, but yeah, I think that's good. Oh, shit. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all see that in the distance? That is the boss fight that I was talking about. There's two bosses over there. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it. There's two people. There's a spider chick, and then there's a dude in the distance. You see? Can y'all see that on the screen? I wish I could like point physically with my hand. But yeah, directly in front of me, that big ass thing, that's a spider. Directly in front of that spider is a man. A very large man. He's the boss that we gotta fight. Alright? But you about to find out. I'm about to find out. You said sometimes else for my big brother because he eats a lot. I got you. He said, you know, my dad used to do something back when he was young, and I want to hear what you got to say and if it worked. He said, so he says he used to drink muscle milk to keep himself full and lose weight. So do you think that works? It can, but like, I'm just going to say this. It's not a good idea to, you know, rely on protein drinks to nourish your body. Because for one, a lot of these brands out here, like Muscle Milk, they have synthetic vitamins and shit in there, right? And yeah, you'll get like what you need technically, but will it be the best form of it? No, absolutely not. The best thing you could do is when it comes to like protein drinks, is use it as a supplement for extra protein if you need it. All right, like you should eat regularly. I'm getting tired, so my words are messing up. Eat regularly, right? Have your normal meals, you know, get as much nutrition from actual food as you can. And then when it comes to like, okay, man, I need like 200 grams of protein today and I've only hit like 150. Okay, well, like one or two muscle milk should do you good. You see my point? But if you're skipping meals and you're using those as like a way to replace the meal, because some of them are meal replacements, some of them say they're not. But in general, really, they're not. Like no protein drink is a meal replacement unless you make like a homemade smoothie and take like protein powder, scoops of protein powder, put in like some peanut butter or bananas or some yogurt and fruit, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if you're just relying on protein drinks throughout the day, I would say only drink it if you have no food, or only drink it if like you're out somewhere and you don't have time to eat or something. But if you're at home and you have the ability to go cook some food, or you have food that you can just go ahead and warm up and eat or whatever, it's better to eat the food than to just grab a protein drink. Because in the long run, what ends up happening is you start to rely on protein drinks to keep you full and to lose weight. And eventually when you go back to eating what you was eating and go back to eat just food in general, that weight will come back. You see my point? Because you can't sustain that. You can't just drink protein drinks every day for the rest of your life. It's just not practical, you know? Eventually you're going to break and you end up eating food again and you're going to be fucked up. So anyway, hope that helps. Because I think my dad has like a binge ED. Huh? For real? Because he'll eat a lot whenever he gets hungry and doesn't really stop until his stomach hurts. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta stop. Oh, snap. What's his sign? Is he like a Taurus or something? Because not all Taurus people do this, but Taurus folks be loving food, man. That's kind of funny, though. Like, I like food a lot. And even times, yeah, I've done that where I'll eat so much of something that I end up having too much food and I'm like overly full. But, you know, even me, I know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten to the point now where it's rare. It's rare that I overeat, you know? Because usually I'll just eat something that I know I should eat, and then I'll eat enough of it. And I'll be full for a while, and then I'm like, okay, now it's time to eat again. But eating too much food, you know, stretches your stomach out. It makes it hard on your digestive system. It takes away energy from the rest of your body, you know, because it's focusing on just, you know, digesting. It's just not good. You don't want to overload your body with too much food all at one time. Now, that's basically the equivalent of somebody trying to eat all their food for the day within one meal. And some people, I don't know how, they can eat one meal a day and be okay, but like for the rest of their life, no. Like it's almost impossible to eat everything you need for the day within one meal and just like do that for the rest of your life. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are people who, and I've done this before, where they intermittent fast for the entire day, and then like around dinner time, that's when they eat their food. You know? Like let's say they go to bed at like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock at night, they might have their dinner right around like 6 or 7. And they eat all their food right in that meal. But that's a whole lot of food to eat. Because if you're going to get what you need for the day, you got to eat a lot of food. Okay? Now, depending on your diet, though, if you're like carnivore or keto, you can do pretty good. I'd say more on the carnivore side, though. Because if you just eat only animal products, like just meat, just straight protein, then, I mean, you could do that, but for the rest of your life, I don't think it's just not practical. Nope. You said he was born in April? Okay, so he's either a Aries or a Taurus. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ink Up? I see you still in the chat, man. Sitting way in the back, not typing nothing. What's up, though? He said, I'm going to sleep, man. You dude talk too much. Well, I know you knew. You gotta be new. Because that's what I do. I be talking, boy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because I'm a Gemini. I don't quite know why, but that's what I do. Okay? But I appreciate you. You said a binge ED is like what people on 600-pound life have? Oh, interesting. Like an eating disorder. Oh, binge eating disorder. Okay, I see. All right, y'all, let's get it, man. Wish me luck.
Please. You must save me.
So, both my trap and my vessel failed. But how?
When I saw him, I just couldn't. The destined one then arrived and bested me. Now the monkey has ransacked our hollow.
Yeah, we sure did. We whooped her ass.
Such disrespect. Your wound was recovering. But now it's getting worse. Fear not. I'll deal with him. But before that thing of mine, do you still have it?
I do.
Very well. Despite all your failures, you led the Destined One here. I should reward you for that. But the thing I gave you, now I must have it back!
Yeah, you better sit your ass down, girl, if you know what's good for you. It wasn't your mama's to begin with. It belonged to him. He wants it back. It is what it is. Ain't that nothing, man? People just be trying to hold on to something that don't even belong to them.
You girls are far too young to comprehend my design. This, along with those relics inside him, shall free me of Kunlun's reign.
Yeah, that's his name, 100-Eyed Taoist Master.
Rest
That's it.
assured, darling, I'll avenge you. Now let go of your misery and rest in peace.
This tough ass boss fight. Alright, let them kind of do their thing for a minute. The spiders just trying to let out their frustration, I guess. I don't know what they think they're doing. They really ain't gonna get nowhere doing that. Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like. Doot. Hit that like button. Hit that like. Alright. Sub to the channel, y'all. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna let them fight this out, though, to be honest. Just sit back here, get a nice little view. You say Ink might be a troll. Oh, well, that's okay, you know. We get trolls from time to time. Yeah, you said just like how you were. Yeah, right, exactly. And look at you now. Ain't that something? Been hanging out for almost a year now. That's what's up. I'd be converting the trolls, man, not even on purpose either. I'd just be talking to them because we're all people at the end of the day, right? We're all people, man. Unless it's the AI troll, which is hella weird. To meet an AI troll, man, that's some next level shit right there. But imagine that, y'all. Like, one day there's going to be AI trolls. Can you believe that? I just thought about that shit. Like, AI is getting so much to the point where it's, like, so advanced that they're going to freaking have AI trolls in chats. Could you imagine that? That's going to be crazy. Yeah, they ain't gonna give up, huh? They're just gonna keep on going. They getting tore up. Look at them. Look at them. You ain't learned your lesson yet? Y'all can't fuck with this dude. You know who he is? Obviously not. Your goofy ass. Right, no, I feel you, Ink Up. You said I haven't even said no troll shit. I feel that. Yeah, you right. I mean, I didn't think he was a troll. But no, Avery was a troll at first, to be honest. But then she thought about it. She's like, you know what? This guy ain't that bad. And she had the right idea. How long they gonna fight, though? Like, what the hell? Like, I know I can... Oh, shit, he done hit me. Oh, okay, you... Alright, no, you messed up now. You done did the wrong damn thing. I was about to say, how long they gonna fight? We could just sit back here and watch them, you know, duke it out for a little bit. But this asshole done laid hands on me. Should we go after him now, y'all? Or should we wait? Should we just enjoy the show? I wish I had some popcorn right now. Man, you know what? And I got some popcorn here. I can... Like, it's old school, though. Like, I have to heat it up on the stove and shit. It ain't the kind in the bag where you just put in the microwave. I don't like using the microwave anyway. Don't ask me why. I just don't. I'd rather cook my food, man. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, he done turned his attention to us. Where them hoes go? Where the hoes at? Oh, they ran somewhere in the back. Okay, come on. Let's get it. Wish me luck, y'all. Oh shit, I'm trying to remember his moveset. He definitely has patterns. His patterns are actually pretty predictable, at least in this phase.
Might find no rightful demise.
I do know one thing though, he's getting fucked up. Look how stupid he looks. Look at him. Look at him. Oh man, how he... Yeah, but he was looking dumb as hell. Oh, he doing that underground bullshit. Here we go. Yeah, I don't like this part, see? He done messed me up, dog. Hurry up, heal, heal, heal. Let's just, how about we just move out the way? Yo, how do I keep missing that? We might have to switch our stance up. Yep. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this round. Nope. Nope, it's not gonna happen. I've already made up my mind. I'm gonna still try to fight though. I ain't gonna just give up like that. Never gonna do that. Still. Like, yeah. We gotta come at this with a different strategy here. Oh shit, here he goes. Look at this. This is the shit I was talking about. This is why this dude right here was the hardest boss in the game, because once he goes in this mode, you really can't do shit. Look at this weird ass stuff right here. Damn, he knocked me out of my transformation. Ain't that nothing? Plus, I think we got the wrong relic, or whatever this thing is. Whatever that item thing is, I forgot. Look, he ain't taking no damage for real. Come on, man, let's take advantage of this. Oh shit. Yo, if we beat him, I'd be hella surprised. Come at me, bro. Come on. Hey, he be cheating, dog. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Behold! From the frog light so giving the sun and moon in sky. Now you are powerless.
Man, look at this. Lame ass dude. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Hit me. Get your goofy ass crab leg head ass boy. Put you in a seafood bowl. Some surf and turf. Yeah, see? I knew it. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Let's see. Don't worry, Dallas. We're going to be back. We're going to be back, bro. We're going to be kicking that ass. Let's see. Avery said you was like fight someone. And, you know, my tiny brain said that's a troll. My bad, bro. I think Inko's okay. He ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? He like, it's all good. Then you said you were like subscribing. I said, nah. And you were like, I do not know who they are talking to. And I was stunned, decided to follow after. Oh, yeah, when I said that, I said, subscribe to the channel. And you're like, no. I said, I know they ain't talking to me. That's funny. Would you never had nobody on YouTube be like that? You know what I think it is, too? A lot of people on YouTube, I'm no offense to nobody, but I feel like a lot of people on YouTube, they pander. You know what I mean? And and I understand to an extent, but I just want to be me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if people like my channel, if they like, you know, my personality, whatever it may be, even the music I make, because, you know, obviously I do that too. You know, music streams and all that stuff. But, like, if they're into that, then that's great. If they're not, then it is what it is. Like, I can't, you know, I can't, not everybody in the world is going to be a fan of me. You know what I mean? So I go into these streams and go into my channel, my content creation, you know, career and journey with that in mind. I don't expect everybody to like my show, my channel, or anything that I do, you know? But when y'all do enjoy what I do, it's a great thing. It's an awesome thing. It's a beautiful thing. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Even the ones that do be sitting way in the back of the chat not typing nothing. The ones that be trolling or secret trolls or secret fans, whatever they may be. You see, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, most definitely. Avery said, I am so used to getting cussed out on streams when I trolled and you didn't even cuss me out, which was baffling. Okay, I see. And that's another thing, too. You got people that pander, and then you have people that just, like, they snap on folks. And the way I see it in that regard, it's like, well, everyone's a stranger online. Unless I know them in real life, you know, everybody comes up in my chat. I don't know them. You know what I mean? So I don't have, what's the word? I don't have a purpose to be rude to folks, even if they're being rude to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I have people come up in my chat and they just, you know, if they're talking crazy and causing problems and trying to do a bunch of goofy shit, then that's one thing. But if somebody's just, you know, talking shit, that don't bother me. You know what I mean? It don't bother me at all. Because people have opinions. Everybody got their own opinion and think whatever they want to think. Even if they say something disrespectful, I'm like, well, you really don't know me, so it doesn't hurt my feelings. You know, so yeah. Yep, and I guess in some cases, some people, they respect that. They say, well, this guy ain't so bad. Because like I told you the other night, Avery, you know, people, whatever they say to try to get on your skin, you can't let it bother you, especially online. Because everyone is a stranger, okay? Online, that's what it is. All right, here we go, y'all. Another time. Second chance. Oh, you know what I was talking about? We were supposed to switch our stance. Let's reset. Fuck this. Go ahead, man. Do it. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Okay, nice. Appreciate you. Now we can do what we gotta do. Now we can do what we gotta do. What's up, Kara? Is it Kara or Kara? Kara Baloy? Baloy? Wait, Baloy? What's up? Hello? He said, have you done the secret mission for the middle or for the needle? Oh, yeah, yep. That's exactly what I was going to do, too. Thank you. I appreciate you reminding me. We already know about the poison. We're good on that. Okay, so 2 things. I'm gonna switch up my stance. Alright. Let's do that right quick. Oops, wrong thing. Bear with me for a second, y'all. Bear with me. Say oil. There you go, oil. Oil. That's how you say that word, right? Oil. Yeah. Gotta take these points back. Damn, we had 5 extra points. I didn't even realize. Alright, so look. Thrust stance or pillar stance. I think this is what we had, wasn't it? Smash stance. I think we should go with this. That's what I think. What y'all think, though, man? What would you pick? Smash, pillar, or thrust? All them words sound suggestive. Never mind, I ain't gonna say nothing about it. Anyway. But yeah, the needle mission, Kara, yeah. I say your name right, Kara. Hello. You said you know the way I wanted you to say it. It's all. Yeah, some all. Like coconut oil, olive oil. Yup. What else? What else would we be using? Coconut oil, olive oil. I'm trying to think. Anyway, you get the point. Oiler. Huh? Oilier. Something is oilier. Oh, liar. There we go. That's how you say that word. Alright, let's grab these points real quick. Spin them up. We got hellas to spin. I'm gonna get the thrust though. Yeah. Also, we ain't finna be thrusting him. But just, this is what we need, okay? It's the shit we need. Alright, cool. We got that. Yeah. Now, how many points we got left? 4 of them? Okay, hold up. Let me see. Hold up, though. Damn, they use more mana? I mean, like, no? How about not? What about the foundation? Stamina, we got the critical chance all the way maxed out. Health maxed out. All the good shit is maxed out. I mean, like, well, I mean, how about we do this? How about we put it here? Yeah, let's go ahead and put it on this one. Yeah, and a little bit of how about, hold up, let me think about this. Where's the one thing at? This is pretty good. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Well, I don't know why I never put no points there. Okay, so this one's good, and this one's good. But we only got 2 points left. Yep, okay. Alright. Yep, alright. Alright, so, I'm going with this. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is, that's what it'll be, and let's see... Oh shit, one last thing. We're gonna swap it out. We got the needle. Thank you, Kara. Thank you for reminding me. Yup, the Weaver's needle. He about to get tore up, dog. Watch this. He about to get all the way jacked up. For real. He finna get messed up. He finna get tore up from the flow up. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna know what to do when we get through. His goofy ass. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Wish me luck though, for real. Hey, thank you, Amy. Appreciate you. Damn, he did damage just from stomping the ground? Hell no. Let's go.
Step closer. There's another strike to bear.
Look at that boy, my squad be freezing his dumb ass. They got spells too, ain't that something? Hold up, man, calm your ass down. Yeah, he breaks up that shit hella fast. That's not good. He going on the ground though, half his health is gone, that's a good sign. Damn, hold up, dog. What a coward. Yeah, look at this cheap shit right here. Get him, come on, get him. Oh shit, are you serious? Yeah, okay, bro. That didn't do nothing for real. Look at this. I'm so sick of him doing that bullshit. I'm so sick of him doing that. You gonna get enough of that, bro. Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright, it's time. We brought this thing for a reason. Oh shit. Give me a chance to use it, man. We brought this shit for a reason. Watch this. Watch what we do. Yeah, okay, you can swallow the sword with your weird ass. I got something for you. Look at his goofy self. Watch this. Watch this. Hurry up, activate it. What you doing? Oh shit, it's not working. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. What in the hell? Yeah, this shit ain't working, bro. I don't get that. That's a flop. Oh shit, bruh. I should have just ran from the beginning, just kept running around like last time. We did actually, in my opinion, better the first round than we did that time. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? You know what? That's okay, man. That's okay. I think if I remember correctly, we gotta do that shit before he goes into gold mode. We can't allow him to go gold, okay? He's not like a AAA game or nothing. Isn't that what they call it when a game goes gold when that bitch about to come out? Or that's just any game in general, I think. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Come on, y'all. Oh, okay, Avery, whatever you say. All right. I ain't gonna say nothing about you, but okay.
I see no right.
Let's go.
But now you shall pay their debts.
Come on, get him, y'all. Get him, get him. This is the hardest boss in this level, by the way, y'all. The hardest boss. Shit. How am I gonna miss the super attack, the power attack? The heavy attack. That's whack. Now don't face me, bro. Turn your back, man. Your funny looking self. Ah, you can't see me. Oh shit. Hit it, man. Just hit it now. Fuck this. Just hit it now. Are you serious with this? Bruh. Oh, hell no. Hurry up, get up, get up, get up. Heal, heal. Yeah, that was close. Too soon? You might be right. I think you're right about that. I think I used it too soon. Yep, here he goes with this bullshit again. But what up though, Rabbit Banshee? Welcome to the show. Man, here we go, cuz. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be doing that shit right around now. And look at that, even Rabbit Banshee in the chat said that, yep. It's weird though, because I mean, maybe the cooldown wasn't all the way last time, but that shit was not working. I thought something was wrong. I'm like, what the fuck? And I do remember doing it before. That's, you know, the whole purpose of why we got the needle, so we could get past this fight. Because this dude, man, he was no joke. The first time I fought this guy, I think I spent like 2 separate streams fighting this dude. And like maybe like, what, 4 or 5 hours a piece? Like, shit, this is crazy. Oh, of course he going. Yep. Of course. Of course. I mean, realistically speaking, it's probably better for me just to throw in the towel at this point. But you know, I don't like to just. Well, no, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We can go ahead and take the L, man. It is what it is. We know when we've, you know, been best in the situation. We just gotta come back and try again, right? Do it the right way this time. Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Some of y'all just got to the stream, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that. But, oh, I can't say double tap because that's a different thing. But yeah, hit the like on the stream, man. Hit the like on the video. Y'all know what's up. Sub to the channel as well if you haven't already, okay? I appreciate y'all being here today or tonight. All right, yeah, we'll say that. Come on, y'all. Whatever time it is, wherever y'all may be, I don't know what that could be or what it is for y'all, but yeah, appreciate y'all. Let's go. Wish me luck.
You are seeking your doom just like those girls. A doom that I'm more than pleased to give you.
Yeah, he move around too damn much. What are you spitting out, bro? Like, what do you think this dude eats, man? Just looking at him. Like, what does he eat? You know what I mean? Look at the way he's built. Like, what the fuck does he eat? God, I'm looking stupid. Look at that pose he in. It actually would look like a cool little statue or something to have. There actually might be a statue of him for real. Because he's such an iconic boss fight in this game. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You tell me I can't smack him on the way at... Oh shit, on the way down on the ground? Look at this cheap ass dude right here. Come on, squad, do your thing, man, do your thing. Let's get him. Come on, get him. There we go. There we go. Looking good. Where are we doing real good? Come on, get him, get him, get him. Shit, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's like, man, I gotta pull out all the stops at this point. Yeah, he's gonna do it right here. Yep, he's gonna do that shit. Alright, bitch. We're just gonna... Yep, okay. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna give it a minute. There we go. Such a strange creature this is. Alright, bitch. Set you free. You said he eat monkey? Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I was gonna be like, what kind? What kind, bro? Alright, dog. Okay, okay. It's over for your dumb ass. We got your dumb ass, boy. It's over for you. Yeah, you know what's... Yeah, you know what we finna do. Ooh, shit. Oh, my God. That was epic. Yo, did you see that? That was a perfect heavy attack. That was amazing. Spam up the W's in the chat, man, for that. That shit was crazy. That's okay, man. Fuck that old lady, bro. With her evil ass. Y'all gonna be okay, man. Y'all need that bitch nowhere. With her dumb ass too, thinking she could take on that dude. I mean, she ain't me after all, right? Because she lost to me. What makes her think she gonna beat that dude? Like, it's nutty. Oh, and look, it's homeboy. There you go. All this damn crying. They gonna be alright, man. They'll get over it.
You haven't changed a bit. You fool.
He's like, bitch, I don't care. Shut up talking to me. He said, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Yeah, there go that relic. That's a lotus. A lotus one. Y'all sure is. And with that, I believe chapter 4 is in the books, y'all. Yo, pay attention to this cutscene. Y'all tell me what you take from this cutscene. If you can kind of like decipher what's going on.
从立春到立秋，在那一刻我爱上你的所有。
Hey, shout out to you, Rabbit Banshee. Thank you, man. Thank you. You said you gotta go have a sub. Good night from New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand, man. 8:57 p.m. That's a good time to go to sleep, I think. So props to you. I appreciate you, man. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time.
指引是相拥无言，
愿天黑花当影，总会说不够。
Look at him, boy. He's in hog heaven. Or so he thinks.
平静似清潮，
有你相伴这一路，多么多么无忧。
晚上
朝露
昙花
苍狗，
黑
也不过白昼。
听错了风，又怎么会有以后？
飘摇似轻舟，
清凉如蒸馏，
你何方守着一路。
Y'all get it now? Y'all see what's happening here?
或者哀愁，绽放或者不是，永远无分下一世无回眸。
真情
难留
假意
未够，
相守，
今生有求。
下一世相遇，
情节再会。
So melancholy, man. So melancholy. So melancholy indeed. Chapter 4, rosy cheeks, gray hair, and what that say? Enchanted, right?
You have grown in strength, but not in wisdom. You've not only hurt Bajia and his darling, but also laid waste to the seal of the High Ones. A grave misdeed. Mortal or immortal, all seek to break from the past and start anew. Yet destiny, like a lover's tongue, speaks one way and means another. Though you may savor it yourself, you can never tell if you truly want it or not.
Oh, that was deep. That was deep, man. I tell you what, this game got all type of messages and symbolism and life lessons, all type of stuff. You know? Well, we got it. I mean, we've been had it, but still, you know, we got it again. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, we beat chapter 4, y'all. Chapter 4 is in the books, like I said. And with that being said, y'all, oh, nice. Okay, leveled up. That's what's up. Like the numbers, yeah, looking good. Looking good. Looking real good. Okay, we got some cool little stuff here. Celestial, yep, okay. That's what's up, dog. Nice. Well, anyway, like I was saying, yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. It's time to go. Time to end the show. But you guys already know, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I really do. Just do me one last favor before we go. And hit the like on the video on the way out for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. All right, I'll be back tomorrow or today, depending on how you look at it. Okay, yeah, something like that. But anyway, I'll be on the music stream tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure when, but I'll fit it in when I can. Okay, but yeah, other than that, I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. All right, great rest of your morning, evening, noon, or night. All right, whatever time it is, wherever y'all may be around the world. I appreciate all y'all once again. And until next time, y'all. Peace out.